Good afternoon here from a lovely Klerksdorp bowling club for the 2023 Bowl South Africa Under 30 Inter-District Championships. Yeah, and our next matchup, we have a great matchup that we've had some great matchups today, but I think this one's going to be one of those special ones. We've switched drinks to A7 now, and we have Border versus NIBA. And I'm joined in commentary by Bobby Donnelly, ex-Protea, gold medalist, and now an accomplished commentator, it seems like. Bobby, you're getting used to this commentating job?
It's just a boy. It's a privilege to be here and a joy to be here as well, Jock. Thank you for including me in your commentary team. It's a wonderful opportunity to see the youngsters in the country showcasing us their talents, and we certainly haven't been disappointed by the two games that we have streamed this morning. Northwest, particularly this morning, were very, very impressive, having a good win against Sables. And in our earlier game, we had the defending champions, Southern Free State, just going down on the last end to Mpumalanga. This afternoon, we are expecting another close game from two teams who won both their games each this morning. And it could be a great tussle. We've got Border, who were in the final last year, are playing against Natal Inland, who ended up second in their section last year. So they're both making moves already early in the tournament, so this could be a big game. On the Border side, we've got the skippies Josh Turner. The third would be Andrew Lenz. The second is Jason Marriott. And the lead is Andre Nell. They will be up against the Natal Inland side, which is Caleb Janssen van Rensburg, who's the son of one of our fellow live streamers, Gerry van Rensburg. And then Gerry, hopefully you're out there watching us and enjoying your son playing this afternoon. Playing third for NIBA is Tristan Everton. He's a tiny little guy, but he looks like a little pocket rocket to me. Second is Dennis Krebser. He's affectionately known as Den Den. And the lead for NIBA is Kulwani Kanili. He's known as Kwa. Kwa did extremely well this year in the South African Junior Masters, where he achieved a gold medal. He has also been selected for South African under 25 team to play in Scotland later on this year. He will be partnered by Emma Murphy. The two of them will be flying to Scotland in December to compete in the World Indoor Under 25 Championships. So that's something for Kwat to look forward to. He is leading in this game, so that's going to give him good practice. When they do go out to Scotland, they will be playing mixed pairs there as well, and I assume that Kowa will be leading in the mixed pairs with Emma, and they both will be playing singles. So could be a really tough game, and as we've seen in both games so far, the lead who's dominated is the team that has won. Lizzie Hildebrand this morning played an exceptional game at lead. She was leading against Tabelo Movangu. They had a great tussle with probably Lizzie just edging her at the end there. So we're looking for a good game this afternoon. We will try and update you on other scores. We're waiting for the bell to go. They've got 15 minutes to play their trial ends, and after that at 2:30 they will start the game, and the game must be finished before quarter to 5.
Yes. Yeah.
2 hours and 15 minutes to play the game.
Yeah, we're just going to put everything on mute while we're waiting for the game to start, so we can do a bit of sharing on social media. Actually, they're starting. So we'll just be sharing, because unfortunately we're having a bit of trouble with our Facebook link. So hopefully that will be sorted by tomorrow. So we're just going to quickly share to all our Facebook friends so they can join us on YouTube. So if you are watching this on YouTube, share this onto your groups as well. But we'll put a link on Facebook in a moment's time for everybody to join us on YouTube. And remember, it's quite interactive, so you're welcome to comment where you're watching from. And yeah, so I'll just quickly hand over to Bobby while we're waiting for me just to finish up the sharing and the paper, the admin stuff, as we start the first end.
Kawani is on the mat. We'll call him Kwa from now on. Kwa. He likes to be called Kwa. And he's started off with playing the ditch hand. Seems to be a nice drawing hand, and he stopped a bit short with his first, as the border lead. And Ranel also dropping a couple of meters. They do say that this green is slightly heavier than the other two, the A green. So the players do play on a different green every game, so it takes a bit of getting used to. It's wonderful to see the kaleidoscope of colors around, pinks, purples, and greens, and pinks, all different colors the players are wearing. Nice and bright, really freshens the game up, and the camaraderie that the juniors do, the under 30s do present on the green is it's a joy to watch. There's no arguing, no fighting. Continuous encouraging each other by giving high fives.
Yeah, and also nice colourful bowls all around.
Yeah, certainly the days when it was all black on the green is gone. On the screen now, I don't see any black bowls, so it's really a good refresher for the game of bowls. Right, so the leads and seconds are just playing a little bit short on the first head. And like I did mention, the players have said that this green might be slightly heavier than the other two greens where they played on this morning.
Yeah, and both these teams have not played on this green yet. So this will be their first outing on the A green. Playing on rink A7. It's actually turned out to be quite a good day today, Bobby. It's not that hot as we were expecting.
Yes, the weather forecast spelled doom and gloom. They said there was going to be no clouds today and 34 degrees. But we've had an overcast day today. It is quite warm, but there's a nice little breeze blowing as well. Not too much wind, slight breeze. So it's a perfect day for bowls. So the Natal inland second drew a great shot there with his last bowl, Dennis Krebser. From now on we'll refer to him as Den. He likes to be called Den.
Yeah, also a youngster that came through from the junior national tournament. I remember him winning the award for the best sportsman like 1 year. I think it was about 2018 as well. So nice to see the youngsters coming through the ranks.
Now the third for Border is Andrew Lenz. He's the cousin of the skip, which is Josh Turner. And that's how they started to play bowls together. They've been cousins. And there was a good shot there again from Dennis. So he's played two great bowls there. Certainly has made his mark early on in the game. Andrew Lentz has just drawn, having a good look. It could be shot. Josh didn't seem very excited with that, so the Tel Inland are probably still holding the one. Dennis is having another quick look. We've got Caleb van Rensburg He's been playing bowls for quite a number of years now. In fact, 6 years. The youngster is only 19 years old and got a big future in this game. Josh is probably on the right line there. I think he's looking to come inside Caleb's bowl and try to get some movement on the jack. Probably needed a little bit more weight. Also underestimating the speed of the green.
Looks to be on a better line
Yeah,
here.
he's very close to this one. If he touches that jack, the great shot there from Josh. I think he's made a couple.
Looks like they're going to measure for...
It's good to see even the opposition are giving R5s there. Game is really played in good spirit. So there's one shot definitely for border, and they're going to measure for the second.
And just checking with the fingers while he's waiting for the measure to come. The umpires have not been too busy this morning.
No, we haven't had any calls on the screen, certainly. On the ring next door to the streaming rink, we've got East Kuruleni playing against Eden. And the first head was a great head. He's probably about 12 bowls in the yard of the jack. We'll keep you updated with the scores as the games progress. So straight away the border have brought the mat up.
And they just stayed alive, so it's on the 2 meter mark. Both opposition skips watching that ball end up just in front of the ditch.
Oh, great opener there.
By Andre Nell.
And Koyani is also on a good track here. Might be pulling up a little bit short. Yeah, I think, particularly when the mat is up and the jack is on the close to the 2 meter mark, is to try and move the jack. If you do miss the jack, at least you've got a ball behind. So there's two great balls there from Andre Nell.
And like we said in all the previous matches, it's the leads who set the tempo of the match.
Certainly is, and we expect Koyani to come good as well.
I think he can play with a little bit more confidence.
Yeah, well, he's drawn a ball in the head, which is important. He doesn't want to put too much pressure on his second.
He did have the advantage. He could play a little bit through and use those two back balls of Andre Nell to rest on if he does play with a little bit more weight. But they're still finding the speed of this green. I think this morning's dew and it not being full sunny might affect the speed that everybody was thinking, because it was running quite fast yesterday while they were practicing.
Certainly, so they said it was much quicker yesterday when they got down. But the clouds came over this morning and a little bit of rain this morning. So Jason Marriott now, I think he will like to try and move something. He's got 2 jack level bowls which are shots, and Josh is asking him to try and turn one of those bowls through to take away the target. So it's a good call there from Josh.
You don't want to create too big a target for your opposition. Unfortunately,
Went a little bit under there. There's a good opportunity now. They've got 2 third shots. If
Dennis
can try and move those or dislodge those 2 white balls just to the left of the jack.
I think he's also going to cut the center line just a little bit, but he's promoted a border ball up into shot. Promoted one of Dennis's bowls into the head.
Yeah, so it looks like it could be 3 now.
Andrew on the backhand.
I certainly are bowling this head up, and I think it's time to play with a bit of weight to try and either clear that front bowl or to try and take the 2 side ones out and maybe come off those side bowls. But I don't think that you should really mess around with playing with too little weight, rather too much. Yeah, he's certainly giving it a good go.
He's not on a bad
Tristan
line.
Is very close.
Oh,
what a great shot there from Tristan. I think he was 4 down, and it's only 1 now.
Josh just asking Andrew just to beat that last ball for second.
Yeah, funny enough now, they've only got 1 ball in the head.
So they need one. Andrew's not far off on this one. Oh, just going on the outside of his target bowl.
That's a good shot there from Caleb. Now he's asking Tristan to play the backhand to try and get onto Kuliani's ball. Hopefully he can get the split on those and remove the short ball. The jack might come through with it, but if he gets it full, he might get off of the short ball.
I have to say, Tristan doesn't take a long time on the mat. I think he's just cut the center line here, but he almost got the result he was looking for off one of the side balls there at the side.
Yeah, so it's basically still 1 down.
So which hand would you be favouring, Bobby? Probably
I think
the
Josh
forehand.
should play the forehand.
Yeah,
And
if he gets a touch on the white, it
Yes.
moves backwards. Or
Yeah, take away the catch. He gets a touch on the white. He's got a bowl just behind the right-hand side. You can trail the jack through to there.
and he has the also a Tristan's ball there on the side as well that he can try and beat for the second shot as well. But he's cutting the center line.
Yes, basically blocked the shot now again. So he can still play his backhand.
Yeah,
Still get a good result.
I think
At least get one of them out.
I think Caleb will be playing with a bit more weight to get onto those balls of Kwa, like we said. Oh, and he's moved it backwards.
He's got a great shot.
I think
Got a
he
good
might
result.
just- yeah, let's see. Yeah, he's gotten the shot.
Yeah, Natal inland got the shot. Well done there to Caleb. He's shaking his head. It's not what he wanted, but he got the result. He was in the area. He gets a good high five from his players. Josh Turner, he's a rugby coach down at Stirling Primary School in East London. Says it's one of his passions is coaching rugby. And hopefully he'll be watching the Bokke game tonight.
Yeah, no, I think many of these players will be sticking around to watch it on the big screen here at the club. And I hear there's going to be fires going as well.
Well, Josh played a good shot there, but nobody's giving any information at the moment. I think it could be a measure.
It still looks like it's in favor of that green ball of Tristan. But that blue ball is also quite close from David.
Yeah, I think Northern Natal Irian are still holding.
Or Andre.
So we'll see by this ball, because he doesn't want to get anywhere near the head if he's holding the shot.
He's on the backhand. It looks like he's eyeing to go in between Josh's ball, and it's all about the weight now. And he's not far off. He's gotten it. What a ball.
Great shot there. Certainly played that one with a lot of confidence. There's no question now he's got the shot. Gets a good few high fives there. So there's 2 good balls there from Caleb. What's refreshing is how quickly the youngsters do play. They don't mess around. They concede the shot. The leader's got them jack. He's ready. Matt, he's already thrown the jack. The skips haven't even been up to the head yet, and they are already delivering. So it's full action. So after 2 ends, it's 1 shot each. Quaz persisting with a ditch hand, and again he's dropped his first ball about 2 meters short. And Renell, he also played the inside hand, last end going up, so he's keeping on that hand, also dropping a bit short. So now Koyani is changing his hand, which might be a good move.
And Dennis also staying away from that ditch hand. And he's drawn shot.
Jason is looking quite good here, but looking at that ball, just seems to be hanging and then it bends at the death.
Yes, and that's a great result there.
Yeah, he's picked up that end very soon, Jay.
He's playing with aero balls, size 3 I see.
Yep, he's been playing bowls now for 10 years. He's 27 years old. So he's been playing bowls since the age of 17 when he started at high school. And he mentions one of his teachers, Mr. James Symington, who asked him to come down to the club, and eventually became a school sport, bowls. So it only takes one person around to get the ball moving, the ball rolling. And so well done to Mr. Symington.
Yeah, and I see he also won the border pairs this year.
Yeah, with his partner. He didn't mention who his partner is, but he says his partner is skipping the border side. So it's got a good mentor there.
Tristan playing on the forehand on the ditch hand side.
Yeah, Tristan. So Andrew Lenz is holding the shot. He just needs to consolidate and possibly reach the back ball.
That one's going to be short.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of short bowls being played on this backhand going up. Players will adjust soon. It's only the third end and they're playing. And Tristan certainly doesn't waste his time getting onto the mat and delivering. Maybe he should just take his time a little bit.
And great weight on that last one.
Yeah. Now, what's quite interesting is that there's been little communication, very little communication between Andrew and Border when the players are on the mat. They seem to trust each other on the shot that they are playing, and there's they actually seem to be wired on the same plane at the moment.
Many of these players have been playing for together for many years now, especially from the Border side.
Caleb is under pressure again. He was under pressure last and he pulled out two great shots. Oh, thanks.
Huh? Yeah, no, a little while back.
But you were talking.
So Josh has got a good shot. If Josh reaches the back bowl, it'll take Caleb's shot away from him, but he's also just pulling up slightly short. I think it's still the one.
Caleb doesn't look happy. And they're really struggling to get the line on that ditch hand.
Yeah, they seem to be undergrassing it, which swing in quite quickly.
Just running through on that one.
So that's one shot. Most of both the live streaming games we had this morning, the first couple of heads were only singles, single, and then this morning, second game, Northwest picked up a 5 on the fourth head of the game, which changed the whole game. But at the moment, we picked up a 2 there, so it's 3-1 now. After 3 heads to Border, and the Border seemed to be the more consistent side at this stage.
A good line there by Andre Nell. Quite an opportunity to get one close. This one doesn't look far off. He's drawn the shot just behind the jack.
It's a better effort from Kolyani. He's through the head this time with his first ball.
Yeah. Andre Nell taking D shot. Let's see if Kulani can answer. Looks to be on a good line again. Seems like he's just struggling to get his weight. His line is quite good, especially when he's not playing the ditch hand.
Jock, I wonder if it's not a case of the green being too paced going up towards the board. Might be a little bit heavier, that's why the players are dropping a little bit short and coming down this way. The players seem to be finding the weight and running through a little bit. Very often you get a green patch or so that interferes with a run on the one hand, so when you reach that patch it pulls up. I think that might be the case on this green.
Yeah. Yeah, if you are watching live, remember to comment who you're supporting in this one. I'm sure there's quite a few NIBA supporters. Natal Inland, watching there from Pietermaritzburg. I know the Forensburg will definitely be watching. And Border always gives great support on the live streams when their teams are playing.
It's a Border holding the shot. Andrew Lenz will attempt to reach the back ball to make 2.
Just cutting the center line there. Might just need to go a bit wider. This looks like a better line than from Tristan.
Yeah, Tristan is very close, but I think he's going to...
Oh,
he got the good result there. Well done, Tristan. He's got the shot, holding the one. Well, Josh has asked Andrew to try and turn the shot ball out. He could make a few if he does.
Nice.
Well, he's turned his own ball in and run in, so he could have made 2 of it. A good shot there by Andrew. Good weight.
A good percentage shots there.
Yeah, certainly he's playing the percentage shots. Well, Tristan looks like he's just under grass. This one. Got a big bend there.
It's definitely hard to find a line on that ditch hand. Let's remember there's also been a lot of traffic on that side with the marks of the bowlers who were bowling this morning, playing in the other direction. Josh has found a good line here. And he's
I think he wanted to try and turn that back ball out. If he turned that back ball, he would have made 4 at least. But he certainly set him up for a good position now. Caleb saw the last ball bend so much that he's given it the extra grass.
And he's also added
when you take a bit of extra grass there, it's not bending.
And he's also added quite a lot of weight on that one. But he was probably hoping that it doesn't bend. It comes back a little bit more.
Yeah, it's frustrating when you see that. When you see your third bowl bending, and then you take a little bit more grass and reach it, goes on the outside line and it just runs straight. It's all about taking your, worrying about that and just trying to adapt. Maybe play it with a little bit less weight, but keep your line.
Now, sometimes what I normally tell my players that I coach is sometimes you just need to trust the bend, even though it doesn't look like it. You don't doubt the bend before you've tried it.
Certainly so.
Because sometimes a bowler that you're looking might have just put it down a little bit sideways. Yeah.
Josh has just played a great shot. Now he's turned the only ball that they had. Could be 4 or 5 now.
Yeah, it looks like it's at least 4 from this angle.
And I think that we might see a similar situation as we did in last game. Come the 4th end, we saw the big kill there. Big shot now from Callum.
Yeah, fair. be a big confident booster if he can
No,
get
if
close.
If he can get the shot, yeah, it will be a big saver. Not only for the game, but for the set as
Yes,
well.
he looks interested. But it's not just maybe it's still about maybe 2 meters too much weight on that one.
Yeah, I think it was just basically a draw in there.
Looks like I've taken out 4 already.
Yeah, it could be another 5, eh?
It will be a repeat of what we had in the last match. And Northwest picked up right at the end of the first set. Andrew down for the measure, yeah. That's 5.
Yeah, it's a big break now for Border. They'll be in control of this game. They're 8-1 up now.
Yeah, and
They certainly have lost this first set. But Natal Inland mustn't get too disheartened.
that's just restarting, resetting. Like we said in the last match, it all starts by winning the next end. You can't make a comeback if you're losing the end.
That's certainly so.
Even if you just win it by 1 just to try and turn the momentum. Oh, and Andre Nell has given Kwa opportunity to maybe boost the NIBA side's confidence and draw in there.
Well, Border brought the match up now, and seems to have helped Kolyani or Kwa with his weight. He was dropping a little bit short on the longer end.
He's going around. And he's taken the shot. Only just, but still. Yeah, unfortunately, Kulani being short on that last ball of his. Now it's up to Dennis. He's switching to the ditch hand. And he's actually drawn a good ball here. Just running through.
Yeah, good ball from Dennis. Was under pressure, shot down. Made sure he reached with that ball. And plus he's given the option of if the jack goes through, it'll be a waiting ball there.
And Jason is also going to just fall short there. Like you say, it seems like it's holding up a little bit when they're playing away from the clubhouse. Especially on the ditch hand.
Dennis is certainly trying to move the jack.
And he's almost got it.
I think he turned his own ball out, but given options now. Try and possibly move the jack a bit. Tristan is walking down very, very quickly. It's not his turn to play, but he's eager to try and turn the jack. Must have seen the shot on the mat.
If he moves it backwards, then he's holding 2, possibly 3. But Andrew will want to neutralize that tactic. He's also playing on the same hand.
Certainly, I think he must actually play to try and trail the jack himself. And if he does miss, he ends up in a good position.
Yeah. But he's going to be short on this one, unfortunately. Very
often when you drop short like that, you sort of release the pressure, and then the other player plays the shot. Tristan has played the forehand slightly narrow this whole game. See if he's learned from that. Right, that's another ball waiting.
Yeah, and if he can get a touch onto that Kulani's ball, he'll also go onto the jack. So
Henry doesn't want to be short. If anything past the jack here will be good.
And this one also is short again. No, luckily not.
Just didn't quite have the weight there. But if Tristan gets some movement on the jack.
And Tristan not taking any time and getting the shot, and this last ball is very narrow.
Yeah.
Like you say, maybe you should just take a little bit more time on the mat.
Sure.
There's no rush. You have 2 hours, 15 minutes to play the game.
Certainly so. It'll be interesting to see what Josh does. He knows that the danger is at the back, and he knows that the Caleb will be trying to move the jack, so it's important that he gets something behind the jack.
He definitely has the line. Unfortunately, just being tripped out by those wide balls. Let's see what Caleb can do here. Looks to be on a good line.
He's very, very close to it.
Now he gets it.
He got the shot out of it, but it's not really what he wanted. Okay, but it's a single and he'll get this head anyway. He plays a lot of composure. He indicates that he plays a lot of basketball as well. He's quite fit. And one of his hobbies is singing as well. He says, I can sing very well. So
that takes after his dad.
We'll hold him to that tonight at the Braai. Maybe he can sing the national anthem for us tonight.
Oh, at the closing.
Yes.
That
was a great effort there from Josh.
Yeah.
Probably a meter now. But Tristan is calling Caleb to get onto his ball, his last ball, to try and possibly move the jack. If he does that, play the perfect shot, hit ball onto jack and follow through for 5 and get their 5 back. It's a big shot, very difficult shot, particularly on that hand. The players seem to be complaining about that hand.
The one thing he doesn't want to be is narrow and move Josh's ball up.
Yeah, certainly. Well, he's given it enough weight to do, but it's bending viciously across the head. Well, he got the rub.
Oh, and
he moved the jack.
Oh.
Well, that's fortune favours the brave. So I think he's made a couple out of it.
It looks like it's just the one at this stage. Oh, that's how his team indicated. Yeah. See, looks like it might be the 2.
Well, he was a little bit unlucky. If he got that jack full, certainly got a rub off the front ball. But if he got the jack full, he could have made a 5 out of it. He only got 2 out of it.
Yeah, but at least it's 2 of the 5 he got back.
Certainly. So the score doesn't look too bad now. 8-3, better than 8-1. So that's the first set 2 border. So that's the first point that they get, as we mentioned earlier on. We are playing sets. There are 3 sets of 5 ends, 1 point per set, and 2 points for the overall. So they play for 5 points per game. And both of these sides achieved wins this morning in both of their games. So this is the top of the table clash at the moment. Yeah, great opener there from Andre.
And Andre Nell there.
Kuliani tussle with Andre at the leading position. Andre certainly hasn't let his team down. Certainly has been putting the balls close, and what seems to be a tricky ring this afternoon. Kuliani won the South African under 30 Masters, Junior Masters this year.
Yeah, and who can't forget how he
Yes,
got that last shot.
on the great shot was a tie end break, a tie break for the last end. And the second, there wasn't a tie break, but
Yeah.
he needed to score the shot to win the second set, which he did with his last bowl
Yeah, by ditching the white.
of the jack, yes. And still remember the scenes there. We had all under 35s, under 25s, or under 30 bowlers swarming the green. The other finals were still in progress, and the under 30s took over the green. Wonderful to see. And since then, he's been selected for the under 25 pairing with Emma Murphy to go to the World Indoor Bowling Championships under 25s in Scotland in December.
Yeah. It's a good pairing, those two.
Yes, certainly is. In Scotland, they will be playing singles and they will be playing mixed pairs as well.
I have to say, we've been treated to some world-class bowls,
Oh,
or
that's
lots
a
of
good bowl
tournaments.
there.
Yeah.
Very good bowl there from
We've had lots of international bowls to watch over the last while.
certainly has been. And when you look at some of these heads that have been built up around here, some of the heads here are actually better than what we saw on some of the live streaming from Australia.
Yeah.
I know the greens are very, very quick in Australia.
Yeah.
Probably running at about 18, 19 seconds. Over here we've got
Currently, they're saying this one is running at 16, but I think it looks more like 14 from my angle.
I'd say maybe even a bit heavier
Heavier
on
than
the
that.
screen. I said earlier this morning this one was running at 12 and the other two running at 13, 14.
So probably the greenkeeper, when he did the board here behind us, was probably yesterday's running times.
Certainly. Yesterday when the players arrived here, they were all amazed how quick the greens were and what good condition the greens were in as well. Been no complaints so far.
Lots of hard work being put in by the committee and the club.
Certainly has taken a year's planning. It's not often that Northwest do get awarded a tournament of this caliber. So they were awarded, and really to say Klerksdorp's 90th birthday this year. So Bowl South Africa decided to move the tournament to Klerksdorp.
Yeah, and I think it's nice for many of these players to be coming to the Northwest, not one of the main venues, like you say, for big tournaments anyway. I know next weekend in Potchefstroom is the Milliland.
Yes. Yes, I played in the Milliland tournament. It was a very nice weekend in Potchefstroom. Tristan is calling for the bowl just slightly beyond the jack. Tristan did get a lucky shot by sneaking in front of the short ball and running off the short ball.
So he's trying to cover
He wants
that.
to cover the back position.
Because Josh was online, and with Qua's ball being out of the equation now, if he plays the same line, he'll be able to pick up that jack. Josh looks interested. I think he might just be cutting the center line, but he might get a lucky. Oh,
Yep, you got
yeah,
the result.
he'll take it.
Yeah, sometimes when you do leave the shot open for the opposition to play, they do play it. So better option might have been to play the shot, but this is very close. Just not going to bend. So that'll be 1-2 border. So they take a 1-0 lead in the second set.
Yeah, and
The
overall
score
it's
is now 9-4 to border. Sorry, 9-3
3
to
to
border.
border. Now, quick updates on the rings next door. We have Ikuruleni playing against Eden. Current score there is 9-5. Look like 5 or I just saw it. After the fifth end, we'll just wait for the Ikuruleni skip to get out of the way. Yeah, 3. So it's 9-3. Then we have City Bang versus Sables. Is 7-3 after 5 ends. Then we have JBA versus BGN. Is 5-2 in favor of JBA. And then we have Northwest against Boerland. That's the one of the B sides of Northwest. So they currently down 7-2 after 5 ends. And then we have Western Province playing against Port Natal. And Port Natal currently leading. So it looks like they've won that set. So the first set, yeah, they've won the first set. 8-5 after 5 ends. And then on the last rink, we'll just wait for the players to move out of the way so we can see the flipboards. It's quite nice that we have the flipboards. It does help bringing you updates of the scores.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing we don't know is which side it is, whether it's the A, B, or C side. So we'll just give you the score of the district that is playing on the screen. That's a cool one. He didn't do himself justice with those 2 bowls. There's 2 openers there. And again,
Yeah, putting Dennis under pressure.
Jason is on the mat now. Tells us he can play the piano as well, so maybe he should play the piano tonight.
Yeah, and Caleb can sing.
Yeah, we must keep them to their word. We'd have quite a good party here.
I hear there is live entertainment planned for tonight, so maybe they've already booked them. So I can see Limpopo's score there. It's 7. I can't see Eastern Province score at the moment.
Yeah, it's amazing with Limpopo. They sent 3 sides this year for the small province up there. We've got Damien Stephans, who seems to be taking the bull by the horns there in Limpopo, and he's doing a lot of work. A young guy, and he's managed to get 3 Limpopo sides together to come to the tournament, which is wonderful. Well done there, Stefan.
It's EP's on 6. I can see his score there, so it's 7-6, so it's a close game there. And EP have also won both their games this morning.
And you've got one of the favourites there is Western Province, eh? They were in the finals last year. They are down against Port Natal side. They're playing against Keegan Barrathoon. I always get quite confused between Keegan and Jared, but they're playing against Keegan Barrathoon, and Port Natal won the first set 8-5. That's against Western Province.
Oh, going in there.
Well, that's a great effort there by Tristan. He got a little clap there, so I think he got the shot.
Yeah, it looks like his side is quite happy about the result there. Unfortunately, the players are crowding there a little bit, so we'll see if we can get a... Yes. Andrew going on the drive.
Well, he hit everything except the jack, I think, and the ball's been scattering all over the place. I think it hit a player at the back there, which have to bring out the rule books now to decide what to do, but both sides have agreed where the ball should have landed. It's true sportsmanship. The ball probably would have landed in the ditch anyway, so they've just conceded that the ball will be dead.
I have to say, it's a tight measure there. Oh, I just can't remember who's the greenie. I think it's probably just in favor of that green one if they are measuring. And I'm not sure if it's from the same side. I can't see the decals clearly. Yeah. So I think that blue ball in front is Andre Nell's one from Western Province, and the green one is Tristan's. So it looks like a measure between the two of them. Especially if you look at this angle here.
Well, both sides don't seem to know who's holding.
Yeah.
No, I think they've had a look at that head about 3 or 4 times, so it's quite interesting to see what shot Caleb is going to be playing. If he's holding the shot, he wouldn't want to get too close to the jack, turn the front ball in.
Yeah, but what was strange is the shot that Josh played. It looks like he was actually covering the back for if there was a aggressive shot onto the shot ball again. So he might be favouring that he's holding.
Yes.
But not many balls left on the green after that drive.
Some of these youngsters can certainly get that ball away on the drive.
So it looks like it might be in favour of NIBA. But like I say, it's difficult to say. All those players are they declaring that one, so NIBA was holding. So they've...
Yes, it's another single now to NIBA. They slowly clawing themselves back into the game.
5, so there were 8. So they picked up 1 and they picked up 3. So NIBA should be leading 3-1 in the sets. Because
It was 9-1 in the first set.
8-1.
8-1.
8-1. 8-1. It was 8-1. Go check the board. I think it was 8-1.
8-1.
And then they picked up the 2 and then they picked up, they dropped the 1 and then they picked up the 2.
Well, they played two Where's it from? The voice is gone now. No? 1-1. So going into the second set is now 1 shot each. All to play for this set. Kuliani is seems to have found his range now. Last couple of ends he's getting in closer. Sorry. And then as he is known, is that a reasonable game this afternoon, Dennis? And he's just drawn the shot again. So that's a much better head by the Natal Inland front rank. But at this stage, it looks like Border have got a very good power back rank there. Jock, both players seem to enjoy the running shot. So you've got Josh there who gave his second a little bit of a dirty look about that shot that he played. I don't think he was too impressed with it. So this is the first time that Border have actually been under a little bit of pressure when Andrew's gone down. They've had the lion's share of the game so far, the front rank.
So we'll have to see if that changes. I have to say it might favor Andrew a little bit, being able to be under pressure a little bit and maybe being forced to play up because he's been short on quite a few bowls. So maybe being, because you don't want to be short when you're down.
Oh, it's up to Tristan to draw another one. You know, if Natal Inland can pick up a 2 or 3, they're right back in the game.
Yeah, no, and especially if they can take the lead in this set.
Good effort there.
Andrew running after this one, he looks interested.
He has played it. Yeah. Great shot there by Andrew. Yeah. Shows you with a little bit of extra less weight, the ball does come back.
Yeah.
I think it's just with that extra weight, it just seems to hold there.
Yeah.
And Andrew played with very good weight there. But there's a good shot now for Caleb from Natal Inland Skip. He can run it on his backhand and possibly use that outside set. If he hits that outside set, it'll probably land on the jack. he's playing the forehand,
Yeah.
looking for the ball.
He's going for the
That was
shot
a
ball.
great effort there. But certainly on the backhand, he's got two options. Maybe that front ball is actually in his way a little bit.
I have to say, he must see something on that front ball, because from our angle, it looks like those two front balls might just be hiding that shot ball.
Yes.
So you have to have perfect weight and line. And he's going for it again, so he has confidence that he can get it.
Well,
Oh.
that's very close to shot. I think he might be one down, but a very good effort there from Caleb. He plays a little running shot very well. Caleb. Josh has got an opportunity to draw for two now. There's no danger at all on the backhand. Let him just swing it in there on the backhand and rest the back bowl or touch the jack for two.
Yeah.
You can even use the side bowl to make two of it, so there's no reason to be short.
And
Very close.
Yeah, it's not. Will it bend?
Oh,
yeah.
a great shot there.
Oh, what a
Well,
ball.
he's touched the jack, so I don't know if it's going to be two or one.
And, I think he'll have to take
That
out that
was a
first
great
one.
shot there. Going to have another good look at it, measure.
Yeah, they're calling the
No, it's
umpire.
the first time today they've actually called the umpire, so hopefully the umpire is awake somewhere.
And now the players need to get out of the head. Still waiting for the umpire, so they're measuring. So it's just the one.
A little touch on the jack with that last bowl wasn't in his favour, so there's only one to Border. So Border leads by 2 shots to 1 in the second set. They are 9-4 up in the 10-4 up in the game. We're playing a game within a game at the moment. We got playing the second set. The score is 2-1, so it's all to play for. This is a big end now. Whoever scores this end will have a good chance of winning the set. Particularly if Border score. We've got Andre Nell again, and Andre Nell is really playing a very good leading game. Bowler's always within 2 feet of the jack.
Yeah, and him playing so well, you can see it in the scoreboard, the effect of a good lead, putting the pressure on.
I saw this morning, yes. But Kwa's also coming back into the game now. The first couple of heads was a little bit short, but he's persisted and he's getting right now.
Oh, he's getting his weight a lot better in the second set.
That's 2 good bowls again from Andre. So if you can do that every year, to have 2 bowls within 2 feet of the jack, the skips will be very happy with that. You're building up the edge, you're releasing the pressure. Kowani's pretty close.
We have Secha Makoto next door to me. Secha, what are you thinking? Is this a good game we're watching at this stage?
Yes, very good game. Very good game. I enjoy to watch. Then I'm getting confused because those juniors are playing very, very well, all of them.
Yeah, some great bowls. It's difficult to decide which game you focus on if you're a spectator.
Yeah, there's some tremendous amount of talent here this weekend. And it's wonderful to see so many youngsters coming through and playing really good bowls. Dennis was a little bit unlucky there, possibly playing too much weight. I think Natal Inland have been guilty of that a few times when they are shot down. They are playing with too much weight, rather than drawing another one. So there are a couple of shots down. They don't want to drop a score this set. It will leave them a lot to do to win the set in the third game. This has given his skipper ball in the head now, probably might be second. But if Border score this end, that means there will be 2 shots up on the second set, with 1 end to play. Andrew Lenz was on a perfect line there. If he had another meter on that, would have closed their jack away. That's important for Tristan to make a change with this bowl. If he can have a little runner on the inside on his backhand, possibly dislodge the shot bowl, or otherwise get the shot bowl onto the jack and get the jack out to the side. I don't want to wait too long to play the shot.
Now you can see him and Caleb discussing what the options are. Yeah, they seem to be happy, decided which shot they think will work. Tristan doesn't take lots of time on the mats. And he's not far off on this one, Bobby. Oh, what a ball.
What a great shot there by Tristan. He's holding the shot. But it's a good shot now for Andrew. He's been playing this backhand very well. He's finding the line there, so bowl or the jack is good. Oh, a great effort there. The unfortunate thing is he touched the jack, so they're having a look now. It might be 2. Tristan walks back quickly to the mat again. He doesn't mess around. Very quick in everything he does. Walking up, running down to play his bowl. And played a great bowl with his first, so his confidence will be up.
He's trying to go through that middle channel.
Yeah, the other option was to draw it on the backhand, but
I think that ball of Andrew sitting there at the back might be the main reason he was changing his hand to the other one. Maybe just being a little bit scared of maybe moving the jack, or
certainly. If Border is going to have a run at this now, full go.
Yes, he is. Oh, and he's hit Andrew's ball in front.
Certainly wound up with that one for the TV. He looks a bit flustered now. As,
The border side and Josh.
if you look at Caleb, it's very relaxed on the green. Nothing seems to upset him.
Caleb with great weight there.
Yeah. I still favour the open end. There's no traffic there, and you just got to draw into your own bowl.
And even if you're a bit short, there's room to draw in there. And even if you end up in front, at least then you're blocking Josh from playing his shot.
Yeah, and if you go narrow, you can bet on Andrew Lens as well. Well, Josh rode off the short ball, which got the shot.
I think he might have possibly turned that into free. Caleb looking
Caleb
good.
Very close.
Yeah, and he's
And
got
he just drawn number one. What a great shot. Caleb has been under great pressure many heads this game, and he's come up with the goods every time. Very impressive young bowler. Well done there, Caleb. So that means that he's now Peels going into the last end of the second set.
Yeah.
2-all. The score in the game is 10-5 to Border. So this is the big end here for a point.
Yeah, and switching the momentum for that final set as well. Setting the advantage for that final set.
The great start there from Kwa. Very good bowl. 2 feet behind the jack is probably where the skip wants it. And Renell, it's up to him now. He's had a very good game as well. The reason why Andre Nel is playing bowls is because he used to play golf and he got an injury. And while he was laying off that injury, he started to play bowls and has never looked back.
Yeah. Definitely a lot easier to find the white ball on the bowling green than it is on the golf course.
And I think it's a lot less frustrating playing bowls than golf. So there's 2 great bowls there from Kwa.
Yeah,
That's what I expect from junior young bowlers, under 25s.
But you can almost feel the momentum shifting in favor of NIBA a little bit.
And I think a lot of that has contributed to Caleb skipping. He's played some big turnabouts. He's been three or four down, a couple of heads, and he's got the shot. And he's very calm and relaxed on the green. Been very impressive as a skip.
I see the manager also went and had a long talk with them.
Yeah, the manager is Kevin Williams, a very experienced bowler from Natal Inland, and played many interprovincials for Natal Inland. It's good to see him managing the youngsters and taking them under his wing.
Yeah, we tend to forget the work that the managers do at tournaments like this. It's not just about sorting the accommodation and getting the teams here.
Yeah, certainly it's all the preparation that goes with it, the training, the practice games. Well, that was a good effort there by Dennis, but just slightly didn't get the full jack. So Kuliani is still holding the shot.
Josh encouraging Jason's ball here. Just ending up
He's
short.
a little bit short there. So from here it looks like Natal Inland do hold 2.
Yeah.
And the last bowl from Dennis is not a good bowl because it takes away that open draw on the forehand. And once they start resorting to weight on the backhand, it's very, very tricky. Oh, there's a good ball. Good ball from Tristan. Last 2 ends, Tristan has really come to the party.
Like I say,
Seems a very jovial character, Tristan. Up and down. Doesn't waste any time.
looks like he could be a little bit jack in the box.
Yep. The water reverting to the drive again. Yeah, the drives aren't working anymore. I think they should change their tactics. They could be 3 or 4 or 5 down even, I think.
Yeah,
I think he took
he
both his
his
balls out the green.
Yeah,
It's a case of damage limitation now. They can't have another go.
the only 2 balls left is Andre's ball here in the corner.
Yeah, and I think Border the last few years have resorted to the runner when they don't really need it. Well, he looks like Tristan is putting in a blocker. I don't know if it was intentional or not. Difficult now for Andrew. He had a full go with his first now to try and draw. It's not going to be easy.
Looks to be on a good
that's
line.
what happens when he's had a full go. Just running through with the second, so he's probably cut out 1 or 2. I think that is 4th shot.
Yeah.
Still a lot of balls to go this end, but if Northern Natal Inland pick up a 3, there will only be 2 shots behind in the game and they would have won the set.
Yeah, and taking that momentum with them.
Certainly, its momentum certainly has shifted. The minute Yanni is starting to get the balls close, the whole game has changed. I think it's probably due to Caleb. Caleb has kept his side in the game.
Yeah. It could have been a runaway score at some stage, but he had quite a few good saves.
Certainly yes. And Caleb tells us that his parents both played bowls, and that's why he started.
Oh.
Well, he's turned that ball away to make at least 4.
Yeah. Both Jerry and Tara van Rensburg. Tara played inter-districts, I think, B's last year for Natal Inland.
Well, Josh has to draw under pressure now.
And she also played at the mixed pairs.
Yes, we were down there last year when we met his wife, and Harry was live streaming.
Josh looks interested. He's following it down. And this one's also
it
running
seems to
through.
just get it with, you got to try and dead draw it. I think a little bit of weight just kicks out there. So that's 4 shots. And if Caleb can draw another one,
That will
it will
really
be 5 to make it peels in the game. Well, he's asking him to try and reach the back bowl, but I don't think Josh will play with any weight.
not when you're 5 down.
No, definitely not. So if he draws another one here, pile the pressure on.
Well, it slipped that.
That's another good one from Caleb, and Caleb mentions that Bradley Robinson, who has just been played in the World Bowls Championship in the Gold Coast the past couple of weeks, has helped him a lot, and he looks up to Bradley. So well done there, Bradley. You've had influence on somebody's career. Well, Josh now certainly playing with weight now.
And he's missed
Yeah,
everything,
that's what happened. I think
unfortunately.
the shot selection was very poor there. They drive and they drew and they drive and they drew. And so that's, I think it's could be 4 or 5. So that puts Natal Inland right back into the game. They won that set, so it's 1 set all. Well done to Natal.
4 has been taken out already. So So they're going to measure for the fifth shot.
And all of a sudden, the R5s are another team now. The R5s are. You go and say to Kuliani after he's played his 2 bowls, how's it going now? It's a good time, I think.
Yeah.
After he's played his 2. Yeah.
We're going to have you ask Kulani how it's been going now, the last set or so. And then, but I'll talk to you when we're there. Switch the camera.
Yeah, very close there from Kuliani, probably a metre short. He's found the line very well, maybe just dropping a yard or two, sometimes going up away to the board. Okay, so that was 5 in the last 8, so the game is now 10 all.
How many?
10 all.
10 all. True, they picked up a lot.
Sorry for the delay in updating the score, but it's 10 all. They picked up a 5. So to play for the last unit, the last set. The last set is worth 3 points, 1 for the set and 2 for the game.
Thank you. After the 10th end. So we're currently on the 11th end.
Dennis certainly undergrowth that one. Seems to be happening quite often on that pitch hand. Just missed the line and it bends right across. There wasn't a very good head there from the border front rank. I think that last hit, the 5, sort of shocked them a bit. And certainly haven't brought the head up at all. See momentum change in this game. And well done to NIBA. They've actually held in there, hung in there. They could have run away from them and 8-1 or 9-1 down. They certainly have come back and credit to them.
Ek is nie goed met Pictionary nie. Wat moet ek doen?
And then there's quite a few short bowls. I think it's up to Andrew Lenz now to try and change the momentum, and he's in a very good line. Possibly just not reaching again. As we're getting closer to 4 o'clock, the greens certainly seem to have got a little bit heavier. You see it across the green there, a lot of short balls have been played now.
Yes, baby boy. Yes. Can you tell us the name first up?
Right, we have Jacques and Seger. Seger's from the Bowl South Africa Standing Committee for Marketing. And I will be having a word with a new rising star, Kolyani Kanyile, affectionately known as Kwa. Quite playing lead for the Hotel Inland side. They've just picked up a father's last end. And let's see what Kwa has to say.
How do you feel now about the team? As now you won the set, they won the set, you won the set, and how are you feeling now?
Yeah, right now we have pressure situation. From this situation, it's very hard to convince who's gonna win. Because end of the day, it's just a game. It's just 1 point and take it out from there.
Are you having pressure or?
Yeah, we're having pressure right now because it's a tight game right now. Yeah.
Then we are talking from that guy, they call him Kwa, from NIBA, and then against Further, and then you can hear him. But it's a very tough game, guys. Very, very serious. Very tough.
Now, thanks, Kwa, for joining us. We will not keep you longer. So you can get back into the pressure cooking. Thanks.
Not good at interviews.
Secha, we have on ring 1, we have
Bobby, you can go. I think we're off.
Thank you for that, Kwa. Interesting thoughts there. Josh is under pressure now. He's one shot down. It's going to be quite difficult to dislodge quite the ball, which is the shot. The angles don't look right to me. Again, he's reverted to the runner. Now he got the target, but not the result. So I think it is still 2 to Natal Inland. A little bit unfortunate there from Josh. But the whole momentum of the game has swung. Initially, Natal Inland weren't getting the rubs and the right angles, but it's changed dramatically in the last 4 or 5 ends. So after that little chat there, Kwa's back on the mat. Natal Inland now take a 12-10 lead in the game, whereas the first 6 heads or so, it looked like it was going to be one-way traffic for Border. It just hasn't worked out for them the last couple of heads, but the game's not finished. I think they're good enough to come back. Got 4 talented players playing for Border. It's a sort of a loose end from the 2 leads this end. Oh, that's very good there. Great ball from Andranel is back on form. I think just the last couple of heads where Kolyani got close, he actually made the game a little bit easier for his team. And in this game particularly, Jacques, we've seen how the game has swung to and fro, and it's basically course through the leads. Earlier on, Andre Nel was getting them close, and then the second part of the game, Kuliani was getting them close, and that's how the game has swung.
Just showcasing how important that selection of your lead is.
Definitely. I think it's always said it's the most important position in the team.
And I think if you want to make bigger sides, it's the easiest way. If you can be a specialized lead, you'll always be the first choice. Definitely
so. And very often we do try and manufacture leads by taking good players and turning them into leads. An unfortunate thing about this is that most good players don't want to play lead anymore. They want to move up the ranks.
Yeah, they want the glory of skip. Yeah. And move up, but yeah, no. I think as the sport develops, we'll get more glory for the leads, and especially if you look at the formats that the Australians are playing, where you get rewarded for being a good lead by extra point.
Certainly, there are quite a few players around who actually enjoy playing lead. It's a rewarding position because you're basically controlling the game. You're pulling the head up from front.
Tristan not happy with that one.
Yeah, Tristan has played most of his running shots on the narrow side.
Especially on the ditch hand side. It seems like that's really his Achilles heel at this stage.
But again, to me, they are reverting to weight too soon. They haven't got a bowl close. It could be 3 or 4 down now.
Yeah, and
instead of drawing a bowl close first, they're playing with a bit of weight. That was the perfect line for Tristan, and he needed another 2 meters on that. So from here we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 shots, and if Andrew draws another one, it could be 5.
You don't want to drop a 5 at this stage of the match.
They've worked so hard to come back into the game. Well, Andrew's just turned that opposition ball up, so now that's only 3. Probably release the pressure somehow. And Caliber's got a good shot to play. He can either come through that port or turn the green one into the head. I think they'll be happy if they can do damage limitation this head and possibly only drop a 2. I think they'll be quite happy.
I can see the brain trust, Dennis,
Tristan.
Caleb and Tristan discussing what the options are.
Certainly.
Unfortunately, I think they're looking at an aggressive shot there.
Yeah, the only problem is if he takes his own ball out the head, it could be 6 down.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened earlier on when Border had a run. They dropped a 5, took their own balls out the head. You've got to be more conservative, maybe play with a meter. So if he does find the front one, the front ball, it will remain in the head.
He looks to be on a good line. It's all about his weight here.
Yeah, Caleb. That's a very good ball. It's coming for second there now. That's another great saver. He's saved a lot of those shots this game, I'm sure his dad will be watching or streaming somewhere down in Pietermaritzburg.
Yeah. And we had in the clubhouse Harry Song playing Bowls One Sport for Life a minute ago. Which is, and he's drawn a ball.
But he's touched the jab.
Yeah, I think
if it's touched it too far,
I think
it's either 1 or 2.
He's definitely got the one that's the toucher. It's a measure between Caleb's back bowl and that bowl of Andre Nel. I think he'll have a good
It's
measure.
only one.
Yeah, it looks like
But
one.
the way Josh's reaction was
Yeah.
when he played the shot, it might only be one. But they've now got 2 bowls, well, 1 bowl right behind the jack, so that can be dislodged. So you can afford to play with a bit of weight.
Caleb is looking.
Caleb.
And he's gotten
Oh,
it.
great
What a
shot
wonderful
from
ball
Caleb.
there by Caleb.
Well, Caleb certainly has impressed, and the family in Pietermaritzburg are jumping up and down that lounge. Well done, Caleb. You can sing us a song tonight. So again, when Caleb comes down, he's 3 or 4 down. He's ending up holding 2. But Josh, don't underestimate Josh now. Josh has got a good shot. You can play with weight. If he dislodges those 2 bowls, you'll be holding a handful.
Yeah.
He hasn't really played it with much conviction though.
It doesn't look. Yeah, you can normally tell when Josh
Said-
bowls a good bowl.
Yeah, he's one of those players that doesn't chase a bad bowl.
Yeah.
So that's 2 again to Natal Inlet. So this is a big turnabout in this game. It's now 14-10. And certainly all the people down in Natal Inland, all the coaches and the managers and all the members of the clubs that have been involved in the development of these youngsters, you can take your hat off. They've done really well. Showed great composure on the green. And they do list quite a few people that have influenced them.
Yeah, I know.
As we said earlier, Caleb looks up to Bradley Robinson, and Tristan pays a lot of credit to Bob Radcliffe. Bob Radcliffe is on the coaches standing committee for Bowl South Africa, so he's helped him along. So well done there, Bob.
And I know Kulani got a lot of his start from Elna Fraser and Roy. And then also at the Silver Camp at the Nest.
At last end, Kuliani didn't play 2 good bowls, but I think he was distracted again by the interview. But he's back to form again, so it's a great adjustment there by Kuliani. And as we've seen going up, the leads who normally line the shot normally end up with the shot going up.
I think the managers will refer to that as the Sekhokers, the interviews now. But he was quite nervous. A player is not used to being interviewed. It's a new skill for many bowlers.
Certainly is, yeah.
But something that will develop as the more we do it. Oh, what a wonderful ball there. Getting a touch. It looks like Natal Inland is still holding that 2 from Dennis and Kulani. So let's see what Jason does here. He's on a good line. Will he sneak in between? Oh, so close. And Dennis putting a little bit of insurance there at the back. Don't know if that was intentional. But Caleb will take it.
With Andrew and Josh in the back rank there, back ball never goes to waste.
Oh, that's a good ball, I think.
And from looking at this head, it just looks like Border have lost a little bit of heart the last head or 2. Their front rank are not getting as close, and Andre has just lost it a bit as well. So the whole momentum of this game has just swung. The body language on the Border players is not looking good at this stage. But it's been a long day today. 3 games of 15 ends, and I think a lot of players are tired now. They can enjoy a couple of cold drinks after the game and watch the rugby tonight. Is the braai here at the club and entertainment, so something to look forward to. It's all not lost.
Yeah, we'll be hoping the Box can pull it through against Ireland. That should be a great match. I think that will determine the pool.
Yeah, certainly so. And
I think Border feels like they were hit by the bomb squad this last few ends.
that's right.
The 7-1 split.
Yeah. Andrew's last delivery, he delivered it. Wasn't much thought into it, and he just got up straight away, and you knew it wasn't there. So it was just a bit of a lack of concentration and motivation now, which they need to dig deep now and try and pull hard. The game's not away. They're only 4 shots down with 3 ends to play. Get a 1 or a 2, yeah, they're back in the game.
And momentum can swing at any time. That's a good ball by Andrew.
Yeah, that's a great ball. But as you mentioned earlier on that back ball that Dennis played earlier on, it's sitting on the edge of the deck. Now it gives Caleb the opportunity to try and run the shot ball through and pick up the jack. If he can pick up the jack and put it on the edge, virtually game, set and match. Going for it.
He's not far off. And he got
great
the shot
there
ball.
by Caleb again.
Yeah.
Game around.
Depending which way the score ends, he must be favourite for man of the match in this match.
Particularly on, he saved a lot of ends. And as the game is
swung in his favour, he's just... Yeah, and we have Caleb's grandma watching as well. Dorothy.
Yeah, must be a lot of proud grandparents there and parents. Caleb does mention that he won the silver medal in this tournament 2 years ago. So he has been there. Has got a great record. And he was also the club singles champion this year. Where he beat his uncle in the final, Rian. Oh. So it's certainly
a family affair.
Family affair down there where he plays. Grandmother, father, mother, uncle, and now young Caleb. Wonderful to see. As we said, bowls is a one sport.
Bowls for life.
For life.
And it's for all ages. These under 30s are a perfect example that it's not just for the old.
Yeah, you see how this tournament has grown over the years. Considering 6 or 7 years ago, we only had 8 districts playing in this tournament.
Yeah.
And now we've got 20 districts playing. We've got 160 players this year. 5 years ago, we had...
Oh, wonderful draw there by Caleb again.
Yeah, he's certainly has played exceptionally well, and certainly is the man of the match.
Josh going
Josh
again.
Had a run there. It was a buster shot, that one. It bounced about 6 times before it got to the head. And he just seems to have lost the plot. Josh, at the stage, the last ball just indicated that it was probably wasn't the right option. I don't know what he was trying to do, but so that is another.
It looks like it might be either 2 or 3.
I think it's 2, so it will be 16-12, 16-10 with 2 ends to play. So would they have been on that 10?
Yeah,
I think from about the 5th or 6th end. So that was a 2, so the score is now 16-10 with 2 ends to play. And it looks like this game's going to go to border.
Yeah.
But as we said, there's been quite a few 4s and 5s that have Caleb saved this game, so don't discount But it just seems to me that Border has actually given up now. They just lost heart. The shots that, very often when a skip plays extremely well, the opposition team feel deflated. And they start losing it as well. But if you have a look at Koyani's first bowl, it's all because of
the confidence.
Of the team effort and the confidence that they built up throughout the game. Initially he battled, Caleb kept him in the game, and played some great shots to turn about, big shots. And this game could have gone the other way to Border.
Yeah.
Character, and it's all not lost. This is only the third game they played out on 9, and they won their 2 this morning, so still a long way to go.
Yeah, no, and that's the thing about it being a team sport. Sometimes you need one of the other players to step up while you're struggling, and now he's reaping the rewards of his lead, getting right onto the jack, gaining the confidence he has going through the entire team.
Certainly with Koyani doing a side toucher, and then Andre Nel dropping 2 balls short there. Those 2 short balls won't come into play, because if they burn it now, it's going to land up exactly where it is. And it's another short one there from
Jason.
From Jason.
But you can see in the body language as well. And that's the one thing I have to give Caleb credit for, is he didn't drop his shoulders when he was 8-1 down.
Certainly, they were still encouraging each other and giving each other high fives. Certainly has skipped aside very well.
And Dennis putting a good ball there in that position.
If you look at the third Tristan as well, he's like a bundle of energy, And that'll actually he's up and down the green, and he's on the mat that plays. He gets the game going, and he gets his team going. So
yeah, no, definitely, and he looks like he, even when he has that bad bowl, he's still all smiles and happy.
His biggest achievement in bowls, he's actually won the Natal Inland Junior
Masters. Oh.
Silver in Bloemfontein in 2017 in this tournament, so he's also been around a long time.
Yeah, and he's only 23 years old.
Certainly.
So he's also a product of Alnon Roy Fraser's work they're doing there in NIBA with the junior sides.
We're going to make it in time. Wasn't any forecast for rain today, but a couple of little drops start falling now. But I don't think that will distract from these under 30s playing here. They actually enjoy a little bit of rain.
Tristan looking interested. He's happy. I can see the swagger in his walk back.
Certainly, yeah. I was speaking to young Armand Askeray early on from Western Province, and I asked him, have you been able to do much practice down there in the Western Cape, because it's been raining so much? And he just shrugged his shoulders and said, no, we practice in the rain. So it's good to see. It doesn't deter the enthusiasm.
If you don't practice in the bad conditions, you won't be able to play in them.
Exactly.
It's like saying I'm not going to play bowls when I'm in PE and the wind is blowing. Then you're never going to have a bowl.
That's right. So we've got a couple of scores in the on the other games on this green. JBA are 12-7 up on BGN. Sandy Bing are 10-8 up against Sables. And Port Natal are playing against Western Province, which is Armand Eskeray and Julian Young. And Port Natal are 23-8 up.
Yeah.
Playing playing some really good bowls there, Port Natal side.
Yeah, apparently they gave away quite a few sixes. Oh, what a ball there by Josh. Getting onto that shot ball.
Yep, certainly keeps him in the game. If they dropped a couple there, it would have been in the end, but they still, well, there's hope they can try and pick up a 5 on the last.
Oh, Caleb not happy with that one.
Yeah, well, they can. Josh can draw for 2 now, which will mean it's 16-12 playing the last, and it's not that difficult to pick up a 4 when the side's under pressure.
Yeah, you just need your leads to be at the back, not at the front.
Certainly. His front rank didn't give him much chances there to make a kill, but maybe next set will be better. Maybe this shot will give them motivation.
Yeah. Looks like that it will be a second one. It's close. Yeah, just the one.
Okay, that's only one, so we've got the last end to play at 16-11. So effectively Border need a 5 to peel the game and the set.
And Andre Nell doing the first required thing to get to that 5. Getting one just behind.
Yeah, it certainly helps, and we just hope that Kuliani fails there, but Kuliani is building up a lot of experience now, and he's drawn a very good ball.
Yeah. Oh, what a ball.
That's all they want. They want to try and
match.
Yeah, get balls in the head. There was a lot of cheer on the other green there with the one border side cheering a lot there. It looks like somebody played a good shot on the last head of the game. I'm not too sure what happened, but the border players look very happy.
Now I see the match that ended there is Northwest side playing against. Is that border? Or is it the? No, it's not Eastern Province.
Oh, it's another good ball from Kuliani. He's certainly gave his skip a good opportunity for the last head, not to drop a huge number. One ball just behind the jack and another ball on jack level. It's going to be difficult to get a 5 now, particularly with that short ball.
The NIBA front rank doing a good job getting.
Yeah, the balls are sort of mixed, aren't they, Jock? It's very difficult to try and find a 5 there. Even like a 2 for that, try and draw another one for 2.
Yeah.
And then hopefully the back rank can draw 3 in there. But movement on the jack is no good.
Akulani's got that back covered. And if Dennis moves it backwards, he's sliced it. And I think he's...
Well, this skip won't be unhappy with that. He's holding the shot. They've got plenty of balls around the head. And it's going to be difficult to dislodge the shot ball. Probably the only opportunity that they do have is to try and turn the shot ball away without moving the jack. But that was a very good shot that Des played there.
Yeah. It just takes more balls out of the equation for border.
Yeah, I remember we do spot the jack if it gets burnt, so that's not an option either.
And if it goes back to the 2 meters, I think it's only one maybe that David's Andre Nell's ball is holding.
Certainly.
With Kulani matching his ball there.
And there's another short ball. So
yeah. That's a bit naughty by Andrew.
Yeah, but there's no way they can get 5 with the jack moving now.
And you can't even go for the burn because it's be respotted.
Certainly. So certainly, what I would agree. I don't know about you, Jock, but to me, there's been some great balls played by both sides. But there's one person who has stood out there. That's Caleb.
Yeah.
So I would make him man of the match.
No, definitely from my side as well. He kept his side in the match when they were down and his front rank was struggling. And then he went for the kill when they were on fire. When Kulani got everything going the way it should be, and Dennis backing him up, Caleb was there making sure that when the border side did get a good shot, he could outplay them.
Certainly.
And yeah, he definitely saved them that period. But in the second set,
And they look like a solid team, the 4 of them. You know, they've from the start, even when they were 8-1 down, they pulled together and they just clawed their way back into the game, and just slowly the momentum swung.
well, let's see what Andrew does here. Nice.
Well, he turned his ball in for a shot, which
Yeah,
probably holding 1, but that's not going to help much.
I can give you a overhead view. So it looks like it's probably just the one.
Oh, Tristan there, just a bit over exuberant, but
Yeah.
he knows he's done enough this game to win it.
He's also had a good game.
He certainly has, and he's backed his skip up very well. Keeps on encouraging. Don't know what it is with these small little chaps. They seem to always have bundles of energy.
They're like fox terriers
Yes.
and Jack Russells. Fight well above their weight.
Certainly do.
Yeah, we have a comment there from Lucky Week Productions, which is Harry. Tero right next to him, they're on the edge of their seat watching this one. The comeback.
What we'd like to do after this game is to try and have a word with Caleb and see if his thoughts mirror ours about the game, how the game went.
Yeah, we can organize that.
So I spent a lot of time looking at the head there. I don't see how they can possibly make a 5. Maybe hit the bowl onto the jack, and hopefully the jack pops out of the bank.
Yeah, and falls about 24 meters in front.
Yes.
Oh, and he's missed everything. He took his own bowl out there.
Yeah, it's just the way the game has gone, it's progressed, and he seems to have lost his rhythm as well now, Josh, has to say, hasn't been his day today.
Let's see what Caleb does here. I think Caleb is at least the one down.
Yeah, they're going to play for shot aggregate as well, so they've really won the game, but every shot might help at the end there.
Yeah, no, and the way Caleb has been playing, he might just get the shot on this last ball.
I wouldn't be surprised. He's really had a good game this afternoon and stroking the way. So there's half declared bowl, so there's one shot to border. So the final score is 16-12. Natal Inland. Well done to Natal Inland and well done to Border. It was a great game of bowls to watch. And as much as the image of what's going on around here at Klerksdorp, full of colour, full of high fives, full of good sportsmanship, and it's a pleasure to see. Don't go away. We would like to have a few words with the Natal Inland skip, Caleb van Rensburg. We will try and get him into the commentary box shortly.
You've been here before. The odds stacked against you. That tight feeling in your stomach. That twitch in your eye. Because although you've never won Wimbledon, played at the MCG, or brought back the Ashes, all the skills you've honed over a sporting lifetime of highs, lows, wins, losses. Will make you a legend on the green. And that green is just up the road.
Right, we've just watched a great game of bowls there. Natal Inland coming through there and beating Border 16 shots to 12. Great effort there, great team effort. We saw some great bowls played throughout the game there, and unfortunately we've got the young skip from Natal Inland in the commentary box with us, young Caleb van Rensburg, only 19 years old, but certainly proved his worth on the green today. Well done there, Caleb, on your win.
Thank you.
And can you just run us through the game, how it went and how you felt throughout the game?
Yeah, so our main thing is, we like to keep energy, keep a positive vibe, and we went down quite a bit at the start, but I think what really helped is we all stayed positive, we all believe in each other, we all know we can do it, and yeah, we executed and it turned out right for us.
Yeah, in the middle part of the game when you guys were 8-1 down, that's what we noticed about your side. You got a little jack in the box, third there, little Tristan.
Yeah.
And he kept the game going as well, and you never ever
definitely.
showed any type of bad body language to your team, and you kept on encouraging, and you played a couple of good shots yourself.
Yeah, thank you, yeah. We, I always say a happy team is a good team, and yeah, we like to stay that way.
Yeah, it was very impressive. We counted quite a few ends when you were 3 or 4 down, and Border could have run away with it at the beginning of the game. Yeah. If you missed 1 or 2 of those heads, you kept your side in the game, and then the momentum of the game swung. What do you attribute that to?
Trying to stay calm in those moments. After I played a few of those shots, I had the shakes a bit, but when I'm in that shot, I like to keep composed, get down, get in my rhythm, and just focus on getting the line and the weight and see what happens from there.
And what we noticed initially, Kolyani was playing a little bit short, and that's where you're landing up in trouble.
Yeah.
They basically blocking the hands, but once Kolyani started finding it, that's when the momentum started to change. And I think that might be attributed to you, to the couple of good shots that you played. You encouraged your team, you gave them the confidence to play, and it worked from there on.
Oh, thanks. Kwa's an incredible player, and he did struggle a bit at the start, but as you saw, he can turn around in a second and turn an average game into a really good one.
Yeah, I think that's what happened towards the end of their game, and alternatively, your opposition seemed to get their heads down a bit and started playing unnecessary running shots. They seemed to lose the plot in that last set. When you guys picked up a 2 on the first end of the last set, that sort of was the straw that broke the camel's back. And then you played 2 great ends in a row to pick up 2 twos. And for those shots, you certainly are our man of the match.
Thanks.
And we congratulate you on that. It was a very impressive show, not only is it your bowling wise, but your management skills as well. Managing that side really well, it was very, very impressive. We know that you had your parents watching and your grandparents were watching as well, and they were jumping up and down and getting very excited. And your dad, Gerry, is part of the streaming team that we got at Bowl South Africa, and your dad's a good singer. He actually sang the song for One Sport for Life, but I believe on your form that you've written that you can also sing. So would you like to give us a little tune quickly?
No.
Okay, we'll wait tonight. I'll see we've got a piano player in your team as well. Or is it one of the other teams? But we find him, can you play the piano? And so we've got a piano player and a singer tonight, so we'll get all of you guys tonight.
Oh, definitely.
But congratulations, guys. It was an awesome achievement, and it was sort of a top of the table clash. Both of you unbeaten this morning, so that's 3 in a row for Natal.
Yeah.
And how do you feel from going onwards?
I feel really good. That was one of the games we were looking forward to. It's Border's always a solid team, and to get a win over them really gives you some confidence going forward into the competition.
Okay, Caleb. Enjoy your evening tonight, and
Thanks.
have a good celebration with your teammates. You deserve it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Yeah, well done.
There you go.
Thank you, Caleb. No, thanks, Caleb, for that wonderful interview. Thanks, Bobby, for helping us out in the commentary again. Lovely game we had this. It was looking
certainly. A purist of the game would have loved that game. The way the game ebbed and flowed. If people can watch that game over and over again, you can see by remaining calm, collective, not losing their focus. And as you said, a happy team is a winning team. So really big congratulations to Natal in that. Did exceptionally well.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this game being on social media is you can go and watch it over and over again. And we'll see if we can get a few highlights packages going for this one as well. So thanks, Bobby, for joining us in the commentary box. It's always nice having your expertise of the game, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed it. And thank you for your time being here. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow again.
Yes, hopefully, Jock. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow morning. And we had 3 good games today, live streaming. And can you just keep us up to date what's happening tomorrow?
Yeah, I can quickly give you the games that we are showcasing tomorrow, and just give you a breakdown. Just hold on 1 second while we bring up tomorrow's games. Oh, we're starting off with a cracker of a match. Western Province A versus Boland A. Then the next session we have Ekurhuleni A versus Port Natal. Port Natal really giving Western Province here a good hiding. And then the afternoon we have another team that seems to be going well. This is KwaZulu-Natal Country versus Northern Cape, my home district. So I'll be rooting for them. Yeah, it will be a wonderful game. So yeah, thank you for everybody for joining us. I hope everybody enjoyed the live stream, and we'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:30.